Yeah. Speak for my people. That's why I know how. I was born to a cold world that became hot. I shed tears for my dead peers like raindrops. Same spot infested with cane rot. So many po-po, I used to think on the low-low they was using my block to train cops. Hopping out the Crown Victorious aim Glocks. Hound sniff the dank spot. So many homies became locked. If you got anything less than 10 friends up in the pen, then we ain't from the same block, dog. We can't starve, so we can't stop. Can't ball, so we can't cop. Ain't large, so we can't drop. We hang hard in the yard with gats, puffin' cigars, sippin' yak with tats and tank tops. Are we the same? I think not. If you got time to sleep, then our lives, they ain't linked to the same clock. Cause where I'm from, it's a pain pot. Slugs will rip through your ribs and lungs, shoot out your back, hit somebody's infant son, then you collapse from the same shot. And after that, niggas still ain't shot. Death is the rerun, my network televised. They said I had the face of an angel, but with hellish eyes. We've seen arms get torn from torsos, disconnected by gay slugs. Still are expected to stay thug. Marks keep snitching, so the phone stay bugged. First time I made love was with a tray snub. This heinous living be painting visions until insane we driven to escape to the gate of these Mary Janie missions. Now I'm standing over caskets, dang I miss him. And every time that I'm rapping, I wonder can he listen? Cause the fact that I'm dead in my own mind got me thinking of putting lead in the head of my own kind. I know I need to make a choice, but what's my options? All I hear is Satan's voice and it says pop. They wonder, what's the reason for my tears? We dying when I'm crying, I'm just grieving for my peers. They ask me, why so often I cry here? I can't beat the coffin, I do not wanna die here. They wonder, what's the reason for my tears? We dying when I'm crying, I'm just grieving for my peers. They ask me, why so often I cry here? I can't beat the coffin, I do not wanna die here. And I let the tip of my pen bleed for the children who can't leave. They beat my little homie to death with a 10 speed. I was just a freshman with prostitute peers. My best friend so rockin' got locked up for years, dawg. We've lost many, but we still feel immortal. 6 feet beneath sea level with no snorkel. I'm sitting on the porch, putting a torch to porch with a gauge leaning off my cut-off shorts. Like it's normal, we torn souls, and we don't mourn foes. One shot could over-red and back your cornrows. They keep telling me there's a way out. Yeah, I'm well aware of that. Look, over there's a cat laid out. He should've ducked when the hollow rut sprayed out. Buck, buck, click, clack, buck, buck, buck. It never plays out. It's like somebody looped a gat instrumental. Sometimes it's so bad that I can rap to the tempo. Broken glass, tear gas through the window. Constantly harassed cause we give out no info. So what you info? Life in the pen, bro, grabbing my pen. Slow, writing my kinfolks. Letting them know that it's hell, so don't come. Cause I bail where the killers dwell with no gun. Cause death's more gruesome here. Get stabbed in the neck with a toothbrush or through the ear. And revenge keeps me company. They don't really want me free. I'm killing anything for everything that was done to me. Even my mom could get stuck in the gut for what she allowed her baby son to see. Cause I was too young to know that she was hoeing and sniffing blow, dog. I used to think her head was snowing. She taught me to beg from no one, so I took it. You're right, mom, I'm just like Pops was. Look, they wonder, what's the reason for my tears? We dying when I'm crying, I'm just grieving for my peers. They ask me, why so often I cry here? I can't beat the coffin, I do not wanna die here. They wonder, what's the reason for my tears? We dying when I'm crying, I'm just grieving for my peers. They ask me, why so often I cry here? I can't beat the coffin, I do not wanna die here. I roll with true kings who disregarded they hoop dreams. They used to do things like shoot niggas over they shoestrings. Kept the P90 in the line in the blue jeans and moved cream to more than a few fiends. Daily grind since '89. Out of state plates with powder cake and the baby 9. It's California, bangers is wild and have a child long before a diploma. You slip, they trip on ya. Out of town, you're out of bounds. Get found, drowned, or by the hounds. Either way, you in a gown with the corners. And if it's beef, they ain't discreet. They on your street licking rounds to inform you. There's no safe haven. Place craving the grave men from the cracks of the earth like cavemen. Behaving like apes and gold gorillas, kicking the door of your villa. Four skrillers, some cold killers. And don't ever cross game on a true one, it's hostile. They'll be waiting outside of the hospital with more than a few guns. Buck on your new son, let the Mac 11 rounds touch on his new lungs. I spit this cause I've witnessed niggas get lifted, so don't risk it. The game is a shifty mistress, she's vicious, promises riches, then switches and puts you on the tip of the hit list. They wonder, what's the reason for my tears? We dying when I'm crying, I'm just grieving for my peers. They ask me, why so often I cry here? I can't beat the coffin, I do not wanna die here. They wonder, what's the reason for my tears? We dying when I'm crying, I'm just grieving for my peers. They ask me, why so often I cry here? I can't beat the coffin, I do not wanna die here.